All right, so we're gonna kick it off with the NBA 2K21 covers. So recently, the NBA 2K21 covers came out, and they got three different covers, right? They got Damian Lillard. That's the standard edition for this generation. This might get confusing if people don't listen closely, but Damian Lillard on the standard edition. So that would be Xbox One, PS4, and more than likely the Switch, because they've been, catering to the Switch too lately. That's for current gen. That's how you tell which one is the current gen one, outside of looking at what console is on it, right? Now, my first thoughts to that, to Damian Lillard, was yes, he's nice, he's nasty. My thought was why? Why is he on the cover? And the reason why I thought why he was on the cover is because I saw the other covers. So I know he nice or whatever, something like that, but I just thought Damian Lillard's a dope point guard, but I don't know if we could sit there. We can't really say he's the best point guard in the league. I just don't know why they decided to go with him for the standard edition. But he seemed real happy about it. I saw what he said, on Twitter and everything. And he said it's like a dream come true. He's a big-time NBA 2K fan. He loves what NBA 2K does for the culture. That's marketing talk because they did a lot of fucked up shit too. But we could rock with that. The next version would be the cover with Zion Williamson. Now, that's for the next gen. That's for Xbox Series X and PS5. Now, with Zion at first, I also wondered, why is he on the cover? And that is no knock against that young man's skill. That dude is disgusting, right? He's nice. But I kind of got a problem with him only playing 19 games before they put him on a 2K cover. I'm just like, why? And then I had to think about it. Basically, they're saying that Zion he's basically the picture for the next generation of basketball players. So it's like, why not put him on the next generation cover, right? Now, what did he average? He played 19 games. He averaged 23.6 points, 6.8 rebounds, 2.2 assists, and a surprising 46% from the three-point field. So I think that's interesting. I like that. But the person I had in mind, if you wanted to go with that, I felt like Zion should have earned that. And we know he's going to be great if he's, could stay healthy. If he could stay healthy, because he's running around at 300 pounds, flying all over the fucking place, landing awkwardly and all that. So if he could stay healthy, we know he's going to be great. But I said, why not Ja Morant? I wouldn't mind seeing Ja Morant on the cover of the next gen covers, man.
Both of them are mad nice.
Yeah, they're both mad nice, but Ja Morant was there for the 59 games that that the NBA played. And Ja Morant, what's his numbers? 17.6 points, 3.5 rebounds, 6.9 assists. I like those numbers. They're great rookie numbers. He could be even greater, but I've seen some things he did this season, and the boy could really ball. The boy could ball. So I was wondering why not Ja Morant, because it would be more like he earned it. But okay, not to talk in circles, to move on. The final cover, you know who we got. The Black Mamba. Kobe Bryant. Mamba Forever Edition. Now, this might be something that a lot of people don't know. Of course, the Mamba Forever Edition comes with a lot of stuff, right? So let's see. It comes with so much shit. It comes with 100,000 VC, 10,000 My Team points, 10 My Team tokens. I'm rattling down this list for people that's really into 2K, so you don't gotta look it up.
Yeah.
60 My Career Skill Boosts, 40 My Team Pro Packs, 10 at launch and 3 per week. Sapphire, Damian Lillard, and Zion Williamson My Team cards for anybody that played My Team. I'm not interested in My Team. Everybody I know plays My Career. My Player Shoe Collection, My Player Backpack, and the Kobe Bryant Digital Edition. But this is the big thing about the Kobe Mamba edition, which I just recently found out. You know, with the next generation, they're doing shit like if you buy this generation of a certain game, when you buy your next generation console, you can upgrade to the next generation without buying the full game again, right?
Yeah.
This is what 2K did, and maybe they did, but this is what a lot of people don't know. The only way you're going to get your upgrade is by getting the Kobe Mamba edition.
Yeah, they did that on purpose.
They did that on purpose, but it's $100, bro. It's $100 for that. All right. So in a way, they're charging people to move up to the next generation. At first, they were saying anybody that buys NBA 2K21, you get to upgrade for free, blah, blah, blah. Or maybe they didn't say for free, but they said you get to upgrade. But you do have to buy this version to be able to upgrade. As far as Kobe being on the cover, of course. My thing is, I think he should have been on all the fucking covers. It should have just all been Kobe. You know, he recently passed away. He's a legend. I would have loved to see him on every cover, except every cover just put him in a different pose. You know what I'm saying? But what they did was the standard edition has one pose. I think it has him with the number 8 from back in the days. We dropped 81 points. And then the new gen has the number 24 when he, you know, put up 60 points in his last game. He got the arm up like that, waving goodbye to everybody. I think that's special. I love Kobe being on the cover, and I think he should have been on all of them. I think if you really, really wanted to, you know, pay tribute to him, he should have been on each and every cover without including everybody. I think that having different covers with 3 different players are just going to confuse people, mostly parents that go to buy the game for their kids for Christmas. They're going to be confused at which one is which, and it's probably going to be a bunch of returns. And I saw on social media, which I am definitely just leaving alone from now on because it's so toxic. People were just like, "Oh, you want a money grab after Kobe's death? You want a money grab?" That's one way to look at it, but I don't believe that. I think that they're just paying tribute to him. Not everything has to be some type of, you know, conspiracy or some type of negative thing to follow it or some type of ulterior motive. So I like that cover. You know, that's dope. And if anybody get it, they'll probably just get it just for the legacy, man. Just and that's all I got to say about that. Right now, I'm going to pass it to, I think my man over there is still chewing. I'm going to pass it to SB.
All right, so what you call? I ain't gonna front, man. When I saw my son Dame Dollar on the cover, I was kind of hyped, son. Like,
all right.
I don't know how y'all feel, but I think he's one of the top 3 point guards in the league.
I agree.
It's possible,
and probably top 2 scoring, but I'll leave that up
scoring,
to you.
yeah. I mean, you could even say number 1 for that.
I'm about to say, I think he's the number 1 because Steph Curry went out.
Oh yeah. So I think he deserves the cover. Zion, like you said, I think he's just the next one up. And like he's more popular, so he's just automatically gonna be the face. Like I didn't even think about just having Kobe until you brought it up. Like just having Kobe as the face. But what do you call it? I don't really care for Zion, but I'm happy about Dame Lillard and I'm ecstatic about Kobe. And it's not a money grab, son, because the people that's gonna buy 2K are gonna buy 2K.
Yeah.
It's not like you're gonna have people coming out of nowhere buying 2K now. The one thing that I actually thought was what you call it. Like this is a thought that I had like while you were talking about the collector's edition, but now because people are already calling a money grab, they probably couldn't have done this anyway. But you know, like I've always like wondered why like there's mad games that drop and they never have like the fire collector's edition. Like I play Final Fantasy, right? So there's been like crazy collector's editions. They be like $300, but they come with wild stuff. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like
should come with a world sword.
It come with like a figure that you put in your crib, mad certificates, like videos and stuff. And I felt like what you call it, I don't know. I felt like they could have made like a real crazy like Kobe thing, what you call it, like a collector's edition, and then they could have had it to where like they pick like a charity or something that he worked with, and then have like half the proceeds go to that.
Yeah,
But like,
yeah,
of
that'd
course,
be
they'd
dope.
have to get the blessing of his wife though first. Which
Mhm.
like I think, and that's another thing in itself. I think like the people that saying it's a cash grab, besides the fact that people are gonna buy 2K because they like 2K, like somebody had to okay him being on the cover. I don't know what the contracts are like when you retire from the NBA, but I'm pretty sure that once you out of the NBA, you don't, what do you call it? They need your permission to put you on the cover, because Michael Jordan was not in mad video basketball games for mad long because he didn't want himself in games.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's pretty much my take on the whole thing.
Mm. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like Kobe is 2K, man. Like, and it's funny because you already know Kobe endorsed games. Like he was different from Jordan. He had his own series of games. And Kobe's NBA Courtside back on the N64 and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? And due to the unfortunate timing of his passing, like I feel like it should be unanimous that every 2K21 should just be Kobe. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And
that was a good point Darrell brought up, son. I didn't even think of that.
yeah, man. Like, and it's kind of like, as far as like the financial things, like the financial gain. I remember around the time when Kobe passed, there was people was trying to make money off of it, man. People were buying his stuff off eBay and selling it for ridiculous prices and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, there's always going to be some kind of people looking for financial gain. Is 2K doing it? I don't know, man. It do seem kind of fishy that version, like the upgraded version, is the only one that has Kobe. But I don't think any NBA player or anybody who's in the league would be opposed to it just being Kobe unanimously. Even Dame and Zion, I'm pretty sure would agree. What I mean? Like, as far as Damian, you know what I mean? Like, I do kind of feel like he's a superstar, but I do kind of feel like he doesn't really get all the recognition he deserves, even though he be going off. You know what I mean? So I'm happy that he's I feel like he's deserving to be a face on 2K. Probably like the leading scorer, like at the point guard position in the league since Steph Curry was hurt for like the whole year, and you know what I mean? Like he's had some of the most legendary shots in NBA history. Like he's two game winners to clinch series. He's done it twice. So and that's in the playoffs too. So
yeah.
So that's
I saw he shot it one in Russell's face. I remember that.
I think Paul George was I forgot who. I think it was George was guarding him, and he just pulled up and just said, "Bye bye, it's over." He did it again years ago against the Rockets too. He said, "Bye, y'all out of here." I think that was the game 7. But I remember. But as far as like Zion, now like Zion is mad popular, man. Like I get it, man. You know what I mean? Like he's popular in the league. They want to push him as much as they can. The league, they took a little like a little blow, like since he was hurt for like the first half of the year. You know what I mean? Like and there was talks that he wasn't going to come back. And usually when players of his caliber get hurt like that early on, they usually shut him down. I was actually surprised that he played. Remember Blake Griffin, Ben Simmons missed the whole year. But
especially when they're that size.
Yeah, true that. I was happy he came back, man. He's exciting, but I mean, I get why. You know what I mean? I get why they would put him, but versus Dame, I would pick Dame Lillard over him.
Oh, you would have just had Dame. Like if Kobe wasn't in the picture,
that's what I'm saying. If it wasn't, Kobe in the situation with that, if it was just those two, I would have chose Dame.
Mm-hmm.
You know what he's played good. Like Darrell said, his numbers speak for themselves. Yeah. And you got to remember, he hasn't really been playing full minutes that long anyway. So for him to average 23 points?
Yep, 23.6.
That's very impressive. I'm not gonna lie, man. But like I remember there was this thing like Joel Embiid. Remember when Joel Embiid played his first season and he only played like X amount of games, but he was a flat out beast. You know what I mean? I didn't see them putting him on 2K. You know what I mean? Like, and there was some consideration for him for Rookie of the Year, but he ultimately ended up losing that because he didn't qualify, but he didn't play enough games. So.
Yeah. I think like, because historically 2K, the cover athlete has always been like a solidified star, somebody who's like basically a vet. Like it's rare.
He gonna have his time. Like I see him maybe 2K22. I don't think his time is right now, man.
Yeah, but they was trying to catch that angle, like we all said, like the new generation. I mean, they trying to draw parallels or whatever. So I get it.
Realistically, man, I honestly be feeling like a lot of this is kind of controversial. A lot of the whole season restart. Like I was saying, why don't they just start the playoffs? But I feel like a lot of the whole thing, I think every team is getting 8 games. I think so, yeah, I think a lot of that has to do with the league pushing for the Pelicans to make the playoffs. Because they want to see, people want to see Zion.
Yeah.
Never thought of that.
Yeah, like the Pelicans are not that far away from the playoffs. Like if it was to start today, the Grizzlies would have the number 8 seed. So it would be John Morant versus like LeBron.
Yeah.
And we fine with that. But go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. Like I have no problem. Me personally, I want to see that. That boy John Morant is mad exciting.
Yeah, I felt like it's too like in your face. The solution is there. Just start the playoffs, son. Like
I'm saying,
like why you bringing the whole league to such a small and condensed area.
The teams that have no chance to make the playoffs, it's like, what is the motivation? Like, I can see them taking the court and just going through the motions. Like,
yeah. And
like, you know what I mean? Y'all flew us out here to play 8 games. We ain't got no chance to make the playoffs. Like,
exactly. And it's not like they could really knock anybody out. There's probably like 4 teams vying for a spot. Really,
to me, most of the competition is in the East.
Yeah.
The East is close.
Yeah.
They're always close. But
I feel like in the East, they're more so fighting for position and not necessarily.
I think
to get in the playoffs.
I think somebody could take the 8th seed in the East. I don't think they're separated by that much.
Yeah.
I just hope the Nets can hold on to their spot. I believe the Nets were number 6 when it stopped. I think they were number 6. So as long as they can hold on to their spot, man, like, I'm all for it, my brother. Like Brooklyn, man. This is.
You got the hat.
That's what I ride for.
The party going on and on and on. On and on and on. Hey, bartender, gotta make this drink more strong. other guy. Woke up to you, nice to meet you. Style like a Leah, girl, you're more than a woman. Hey, but that bodysuit feature, you a real diva. No Beyonce feature, I'ma need ya. Get up off that ass, let me teach ya, yeah. You ain't even gotta stunt, I ain't even gonna lie. Bitch, you walked up in the club, I've been giving you the eye. We can dance if you want, get distracted if you